Oh, I'm just gonna let that construction pass. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. Before anything else, Happy New Year everybody. It's a brand new year. We're in the middle of January and this is my first video on my channel. I'll get to why in a bit. I'm sure a bunch of you already know how my 2022 started out. Before anything else, I just want to wish you a very, very happy new year. Wherever you're watching from, wherever you are in your life, if your 2022 isn't off to a good start, I'm sending you all of the light and love and positive vibes. We've got an entire year to turn things around, so don't lose hope and try not to feel so bad because it's only been a couple of weeks and more often than not, the new year never starts off good, at least for most of us. And I wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody that supported Vlogmas 2021. I could not believe just how much love and support I got. It was definitely tiring and stressful at times, but I really enjoyed it. And right after Vlogmas, I took a much needed break and I remember talking to Nico and my family and I was saying, I miss it, but I definitely needed that break and I am back refreshed and ready to bring you guys more vlogs and more content on this channel and that makes me feel so good. But for today's video, I wanted to just sit down and catch up, let you all know where I've been, how I've been. I mean, I've got no makeup on today. Excuse the face, I could not be bothered. And as you can clearly see, we have still got our Christmas cushions, which I will fix, I promise. I'm trying to hold on to little bits of Christmas. I am obsessed with my Chamberlain coffee tumbler. This was one of Trina's Christmas gifts to me and it's just so fun to drink out of. Enough with the rambling. This is gonna be quite a chatty video. I was actually planning to film a video during the first week of January. And for those of you that don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, then you wouldn't know, I got COVID. I got COVID literally on the first week of 2022 and it was horrible. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. I can look back now and laugh, but when I had COVID, I thought I was gonna die. So let's do a quick little story time, and by quick I mean not at all because we all know that I can talk for hours. On December 30, Nico had practice and then he had a team lunch, and then on December 31 we went to Tali to spend the new year with Nico's family. So we were in Tali from December 31 to January 2. On the 31st, when we were counting down to the new year, I felt really tired. Like I was telling Nico, I feel really tired and I'm a little nauseous, but we had spent the day at the beach in the water and I was like chilling on like the water hammock. So we thought maybe it was just like the waves and I ended up getting nauseous or whatever. So we didn't think anything of it. And then on January 1st, I had no more nausea, but I had an itchy throat. And I remember thinking it was just my allergies because usually when we're at the beach, because of the salt water and the wind and whatnot, my allergies tend to act up. But apparently Nico had an itchy throat already at that time. But again, we didn't think anything of it. And then when we got back to Manila on Jan 2, Nico went to get his RT-PCR. It's like a routine team swab that they do before they go back to practice. And then I went to work. It was so crazy because I was feeling fine. And then when I got to work, I had like this wave of just tiredness. And it was super sudden and I couldn't understand why. And then my lower back started to hurt. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just tired from the road trip. I finished my show and then I came back home and then I was just spent. Basically on the evening of Jan 2, I was out. I remember I was on this couch. I couldn't even eat dinner. I could barely drink any water. My head was pounding. My body started to hurt. My lower back hurt even more. I went to bed early that night. I think I was asleep by like 8. Nico still hadn't gotten his result, but we already had suspicions. Like we were already kind of like, okay, I don't think this is normal. And true enough, I woke up at like 3 a.m. with insane chills. I was freezing. I was physically shaking. My teeth were chattering and I was just in so much pain. My lower back ended up hurting 10 times more than it did the day before. It was so painful, I thought I was never going to be able to walk again. I know that sounds like an exaggeration, but let me tell you, that pain is a pain I will never forget. Nico woke up too because he could feel me shaking, and when he checked his email, he had gotten his RT-PCR results and he was positive. We decided that on the morning of Jan Jan 3, we would do a swab antigen on me just to confirm it, because I already had symptoms. Nico was already positive, so we already assumed that I was going to be positive too. And true enough, the swab antigen test showed that I was positive for COVID. For the first time in my life, there were 2 lines, and it broke me. I was so sad and scared. I am fully vaccinated. Nico is fully vaccinated with his boosters as well. We called my doctor. We explained to him my symptoms and that I was positive via the antigen and that Nico was positive via RT-PCR, and he prescribed a bunch of medicines for us. We informed our condo. We informed the LGU. We informed everybody we came into contact with, which was just Nico's family basically, so that they could isolate as well and observe. Praise God, none of them tested positive, so it was really just Nico and I. I feel like I'm gonna ramble on, so I'm gonna try to put this in a format. Let's start off with symptoms. I had all the symptoms. Fever, chills, body pain, extreme lower back pain, dry cough, an itchy throat, phlegm, loss of appetite, and fatigue. I had it all. Nico, he had a dry cough and maybe like a little phlegm. Like, he didn't really have much, which was a huge blessing, because when I tell you guys that for the first 3 days I couldn't function, I literally could not function. We suspect that we got Omicron because neither one of us lost our sense of smell or taste, which I am so thankful for. Also because of how quickly we got infected and got the symptoms. I had a really strong, bitter taste in my mouth. I can't even really explain it. It was just so nasty. Anything I ate or drank was bitter, but I could still taste it. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So my doctor put us on 2 antibiotics, a bunch of vitamins. He also gave us Sinicod Forte for our cough, and then because I have asthma, he gave me a nasal spray as well, just to help with my asthma and my allergies. We started our medications on January 3, and I was in bed for the first 3 days. My headache was so bad that I was taking a Biogesic every 4 hours, and I was falling asleep constantly because I was in so much pain. I just couldn't stay awake. I would only get up to use the bathroom and to take a shower. I didn't wash my hair for like 4 days, which was kind of nasty. And Nico and I, as per my doctor's orders, isolated from each other. So I was confined to the bedroom and he was here in the living room for our entire isolation period. My doctor did this because he felt like since I was showing a lot more symptoms and I didn't have any boosters yet, he didn't want me to infect Nico or reinfect him if I had a different or stronger strain, which looking back was a really smart move. Nico was doing so much better than I was, and I thank God for him because he really took care of me. I would eat probably like maybe half a plate of food for the entire day because I really had no appetite. I ate just enough so I could take my antibiotics, and I still had to take Gaviscon, which is an antacid, at night because I wasn't eating enough. That wasn't fun. I only started feeling okay on like the 5th day. I remember I was able to get up from bed. I didn't take any naps that day. I was able to walk around. I had a mask on, by the way, and I was able to cook Nico and I a little bit of food, but I noticed that I had no strength. You know when you need to crush garlic to get it out of the peeling? I couldn't crush the garlic. When Nico and I finished our antibiotics on the 7th day of our isolation, we did go for his team RT-PCR swab on our 9th day, the following Monday, and we were both still positive, which, I mean, despite feeling better, we knew we were still gonna test positive because a lot of the time you should test after 14 days, but we tested on the 9th or 10th day. If I could suggest anything to you guys, it's wait. Wait the 14 days if you can, and then test yourselves. We've been testing ourselves with antigens and we've been negative ever since. We're still recovering up to now. I mean, we feel 100% better. Nico is actually out now working out. I've actually got a hosting later tonight, which I'm very excited for. I took December off, and then of course I had COVID for the first 2 weeks, so I'm really excited to get back into the swing of things. I know a lot of people are getting COVID now. The surge has been insane. 37,000, 39,000 cases, and I just wanted to sit down as well and talk to you guys about a couple of things that I feel like need to be said in terms of COVID. There is no shame in getting COVID. COVID is a sickness. We need to remove the stigma because that is also the reason why a lot of people don't test themselves, don't tell people, and why COVID ends up spreading. spreading. We are still in the middle of a pandemic and these things happen. If you end up testing positive despite following all of the safety and health protocols, don't beat yourself up over it. Sorry guys, my battery died because I talk so much. These things happen. Omicron is really just so infectious. Tons of people who are really careful are still getting it. That doesn't mean you should be irresponsible though. Don't party and publish on. There is no shame in getting COVID. Don't let anybody make you feel bad, guilty, horrible, or ashamed for testing positive. And at the same time, don't shame, embarrass, or belittle anybody who tests positive for COVID. That's wrong on so many levels. If you feel any symptom, even if it's just one, isolate immediately. It's better to be safe than sorry, and it's better to be proactive. Or if you end up testing yourself and you test positive, inform those that you came into contact with, because you need to also give them a chance to observe and to isolate and to medicate if they need to. Speaking of medication, number 4 is don't self-medicate. Please do not be the tito or tita of Facebook. Get in contact with your doctor, or if you don't have a doctor, OVP has a fantastic Bayanihan e-consulta system where you can get in touch with a doctor and explain your symptoms and get the proper treatment and medication. I'm sure you guys have heard different stories from different people. Some who got COVID just took vitamins. Other people had to take antibiotics. I had to take antibiotics. The treatments vary depending on the person, depending on their body, depending on their health history. That's why we have doctors so that we can get the proper treatment. And once you have the list of medicines that you need, don't hoard. We know that there was a shortage of Biogesic the first 2 weeks of January, so please guys, just get the exact amount that you need. Give others a chance to be able to get the same medicine so that they too can treat themselves for COVID. Let's not be selfish, especially during this time. Number 5, rest. Give your body a chance to rest and recover. And the 6th thing that I wanted to share is, even if you're isolating, that doesn't mean that you should be alone. Reach out to your friends and family and make sure that you're in contact with your support system. Let them know how you are. Talk to them about anything and everything. COVID is as much a mental as it is a physical recovery. I cannot even begin to express just how grateful I am for my family and my friends and Nico, because if I didn't have them, I know that I would have struggled a whole lot more. Don't close yourself off. You'll be surprised at just how many people truly care and love you. We were sent food and medicines. We had friends and family that checked up on us every single day, and it definitely helped in our recovery. Whew, I spoke a lot. I've been getting a lot of questions as well asking me what medicines I took when I had COVID, and I hope you guys understand, but I don't feel comfortable sharing the medicines that I took just because I don't want people to self-medicate. Nico and I are still taking vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. That's something that we're doing every single day, twice a day, just to flush whatever viral load we still have left. And you guys have to remember, I have asthma, Nico had his booster shots, so again, everybody's health history is different. So that's my COVID story, and before I end this video, I wanted to do a quick little ZARA haul, because one thing Nico and I both ended up doing while we were in isolation and recovering from COVID was online shopping. He went on Mr. Porter and bought himself 2 pairs of shoes, and I went on ZARA because they had their annual sale and I picked up a couple of things. So here's my cute little ZARA order. I only picked up 3 things. I made sure to control myself. I'm obsessed with ZARA jewelry. They're one of the few brands that I can actually wear the jewelry and not break out in hives or rashes. I love necklaces like this because not only can you layer them, but you can also wear them very casually, or you can dress up an outfit with them. And I love how simple but at the same time fun and classic it is. This was originally $1,145, but I think it was reduced to like $695 maybe. My dream is to own a tennis bracelet and a tennis necklace, but those are real diamonds and your girl don't have the budget for that. And then I also picked up a little bag. Summer is coming very, very soon, and I wanted to get myself a cute classic summer bag. My dream summer bag is the Loewe basket bag. I'll put a picture on the screen, but I don't really want to spend that much money on something so seasonal. Yeah, I picked up this lovely little basket bag. It's got these brown leather straps, which I think make it look a lot more expensive. The only difference is it doesn't have that leather square patch in the front. It's got a nice little inside pocket as well where I can put my phone, and it's very roomy too. cute. This was originally $1,295 and I think I got it for $995. If these items are still available, I will leave them linked in the description box, but Zara's been on sale for a couple of weeks now, so I don't know if these things are still available. And the last thing that I got from Zara are a pair of wide leg pants. I am obsessed with dad jeans and wide leg pants now. I have kind of given up on my mom jeans. I know I'm a completely different person. Wide leg corduroy brown pants. They're actually a little too long for me, so I asked Nico if he could come with me to get a couple of my pants altered. They're not super wide legged, which again I also like. I actually like it when pants are not so much wide legged as they are like straight and loose. I have them in a size 34. That's a US 2. They're high-waisted. They were originally $2,495 and I remember I got them for $1,695. I've already tried them on and they fit great. They're nice and tight around my waist, but like I said, they fall loosely on my hips and down my legs. With this bag, I feel would be really cute, and like a white tank top or a white shirt. I'm gonna end the video here because I've literally been talking for about an hour. I'm gonna have a fun time editing this later, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me and waiting for my uploads, and of course, thank you for supporting me in all of my videos. It really means a lot to me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye!